When did you witness someone's large ego get absolutely flattened? I worked IT support for my school while I was in college. One of my coworkers was the type who thinks they're the smartest guy in the room. One day he came in and couldn't get his monitors to work. After 10 minutes of watching him struggle, I tried to interject and help but got a long-winded rant about how he's been working with computers his whole life and doesn't need any help. If he can't figure it out, I certainly wouldn't be able to. I just responded with, "That's cool, man, I just thought monitors had to be plugged into work, my bad." His entire face turned red and he looked like he wanted to die as he realized both monitors were unplugged. I used to work at a photography studio. I'm not a photographer, but I know some basics. Photographer guy, probably in his 50s, tells me the equipment he rented isn't working. He is ranting on about how he has wasted 25 minutes of his rental time because his camera wasn't syncing to the lighting equipment. All in front of his poor clients. Best moment of my life. As he was cursing me out, I walked over and wordlessly plugged it in. Never seen a grown man turn so red. When I was a kid, a new guy showed up at church. He was inordinately proud of the fact that he had a PhD in communications and insisted everyone call him doctor, and he was old enough that it's not like he just got his doctorate. He basically treated everyone else like uneducated rubes because he was a doctor. Welp, the neurosurgeon, the anesthesiologist, the radiologist, chief of radiology at the biggest regional hospital, the 3 dentists, the 2 orthodontists, and a handful of other people that I have no idea what they did all started calling each other doctor as well. Weirdly, Mr. Communications stopped insisting everyone call him doctor. Yeah, definitely don't want to get out of the car to confront, well, anyone. Had a guardianship case a few years ago where the ward was about 40 years old. Driving down the road, a couple of high school kids stepped off the curb or something. He honks, they flip him the bird, he stops the car. They beat the lights out of him. Severe brain damage, loss of motor function, abysmal short-term memory. Wife divorced him. Sister and mother took him in. Pretty sure this guy was in the right, but his life was unequivocally ruined. Do not succumb to road rage, do not get out of your car, do not get in ego battles. Some dude came into the pub I work at for the pub quiz. Kept going on about how he was smarter than all these bumpkins, I live in a university city, and that he was gonna get first prize. He was adamant and he sat at the bar across from me the whole time. I played on my phone and named myself Bumpkin. He didn't even place in the top 10 and was furious that he got beaten by a bumpkin and a gang of old retired fuck-ups that have nothing better to do. Ex-girlfriend was a hostess at a swanky restaurant in Seattle. She was looking down at her book when some people approached the dais and a guy said, "I need a table for 8. She said without looking up, "It's probably going to be at least a 90-minute wait." Voice says, "But I'm David Copperfield." X says, "Then maybe you can make a table appear." Finishes what she's doing. Looks up. It's actually David Copperfield. No table appeared. Oh, so many times. I live in the DC area. The number of times I have seen men patronize a little gray-haired woman and then learn she is a power player, it's glorious. My favorite was a backyard barbecue with some friends who sail. You've got everyone from the guy who scrapes barnacles off the bottom of the boats to old Navy dudes to the people who own racing yachts. And you cannot tell by looking. These yacht racers dress like they went shopping at the Salvation Army in 1989. So there we are, watching the kids spray each other with the hose and waiting for burgers, and my friend's new brother-in-law is a lawyer. He wants everyone to know he is a lawyer. He's swaggering around like, well, as an attorney. Oh God. He is super patronizing to a nice older lady and a teen girl, then heads over for yet another beer. He's pulling his "I'm a lawyer" routine on a guy and the guy says, "Oh, hey, I have a great person for you to meet. Drags the jackass back over to the older lady and the teen girl and introduces the jackass to the two. Jackass realizes he bragged about being a lawyer to the dean of a major law school and Justice Scalia's granddaughter. I thought the jackass was going to shit himself.